In my video this week, I am going to go over the shell stitch, which uses single and double crochet to create these kind of shell-shaped motifs in the piece by doing a bunch of double crochet inside of a single stitch. There are really two ways of doing this, one with a more kind of meshy look by doing a shell right in the middle of the shell of the previous row, and the way that I prefer, and is the one I'm going to show you today, which does each shell in between the two shells of the row before, which gives it a more continuous look. To do the shell stitch, you need to start with a chain that has a multiple of 6 plus 2 more chain stitches. So for example, I have a chain of 14 here, which is 6 times 2 for 12 plus 2 to reach 14. Okay. To start, what you're going to do is do one single crochet stitch into the second chain from your hook. From here, you are going to skip 2 chains and do a double crochet stitch into the third chain from your hook. You are now going to do 4 more double crochet stitches into that same chain you just made your first double crochet stitch into, for a total of 5. At this point, you're going to skip the next 2 chain stitches and do a single crochet stitch in the third chain from your hook. You're now going to skip 2 and do another 5 double crochet stitches into that chain. You're going to keep repeating that, doing 5 in 1 chain stitch, skipping 2, doing 1 single crochet, skipping 2, and repeating until you reach the end of the row. Your row should end on a single crochet stitch and not one of your shells here. Right, next you're going to chain 3. And you're going to do 2 double crochet stitches into the first stitch of your row here. Next, you're going to go up to the middle of your shell here, skipping 2 double crochet stitches and doing 1 single crochet stitch here. Then you're going to skip the next 2 double crochet and do 5 double crochet in your single stitch from the row before here, the one in between your 2 shells. And again, you're just going to repeat this, doing the 5 double crochet, skipping 2, doing a single crochet, and then skipping 2 and repeating until you reach the end of the row. Okay. Once you get to the top of your last shell in the row before, you're going to do 3 instead of 5 double crochet stitches in your last stitch of the row. At this point, you are going to chain 1 to turn it, then do 1 single crochet stitch in the first stitch of the row here. Then you're going to do exactly what you did last time, doing 5 double crochet stitches in the single crochet stitch in between each shell, and then doing 1 single crochet at the middle of the shell before skipping 2 to reach each of those points. And you just keep doing that till you reach the end of the row. When you reach the end of the row, your last single crochet stitch is going to be into the third chain of the 3 chain you did in your last one, not an actual double crochet stitch. At this point, you're going to chain 3 and repeat the row you did before. And you just keep alternating which way you start your rows. So if you end on a single crochet, you're going to chain 3 and start with 2 double crochet. And if you end on a double crochet, you're going to chain 1 and start with a single crochet. And that is how you do the shell stitch.